Welcome back, everyone. I'm Robbie.
I'm Jye.
And Rampage has just smashed its way onto cinema screens. Here are our thoughts on it.
Got your message about George, you okay?
I don't know.
George? It's okay.
Is Amir, is he considerably bigger?
No, he's definitely bigger. I need to find someone who knows exactly what the hell this thing is.
I found her. No, that's a lie. Technically, she found us.
What's happening to my friend?
Are you familiar with genetic editing?
Rampage was directed by Brad Payton and stars Dwayne Johnson, Naomi Harris, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, and Malin Ackerman.
Yeah, so the film is... Dwayne Johnson's is a... What is he? A primatologist?
Primatologist, yes.
Who is looking after his main gorilla, George. He's an albino gorilla. When a meteor carrying, like a spaceship blows up with a substance on it.
This sounds more ridiculous than we'll talk about it.
I was about to say, how can I explain this when it doesn't sound silly? But it is. It's a silly premise, and the film runs with it. So, a government-funded gas gets released into three animals: George the gorilla, a wolf, and a big crocodile.
Yeah, or I guess alligator since it's in America.
Alligator.
It's in America, so alligator.
And all three start growing at a rapid rate, and they fight. The film is over the top ridiculous, and
it's so much fun.
It knows it, and it runs with it. And I think that's the only way this film could have worked is just being over the top, being ridiculous, and yeah, it's a surprisingly fun film.
I had a great time with this movie. I saw the trailers and I was like, it's gonna be stupid, typical, just dumb, big box office movie.
And it is. It is that.
It is.
Don't get us wrong. It totally is.
It is that. But at the same time, it's a good movie. I really, really liked it. There's scenes in it, like the action is phenomenal, but there's scenes in it that I wasn't expecting. Like there is, not that it's a lot of it, but there are a couple of moments that had a surprising amount of suspense to them.
Mm-hmm. I didn't enjoy it quite as much as
No.
you did. I still think it's a fun film. Don't get me wrong. I'll start with my negatives for the film. I think the absolute worst part of the film for me are the villains.
Yes, absolutely.
Malin Ackerman and Jake Lacey's villains are just...
They are as two-dimensional as you can get.
Crap. I don't buy them as the villain. I don't like their acting in the film. And every time they're on screen, I kind of just roll my eyes a bit at them. However, in such an over-the-top movie like this, those kind of characters are needed. So I guess they've worked, but at the same time, yeah, they're the definite weak point of the film. The standout of the film is, definitely, you go to see the monsters fighting. You go to see these big over-the-top creatures fighting, and that's exactly what you get in this film. There's not a whole lot to really say about this, apart from Rampage delivers on the action front, it delivers on the over-the-top set pieces, and like the final act is pretty much just the destruction of Chicago. Yeah,
pretty much. The villains are my low point of the film as well. I don't dislike them as much as you do.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, they are as two-dimensional as you can get. They are very just cookie-cutter characters, just straight down the line. There is nothing to them apart from they want to destroy the city, and like their motivation as to why they created the Rampage program. It's never explained. Really,
it is never clear. And one thing I did notice with this film, I don't understand. So does the video game? So this movie's based on the video game.
Yeah.
Does the video game exist in this universe? Because it is very clearly in the background. The villain's office has the video game Rampage in the background. So does it exist? And then it just happened to hit a big gorilla and a big wolf, and it's exactly what's happening in the video game in their thing.
I think it's meant to be just an Easter egg, but it's so blatantly obvious.
And it's in every scene that's set in that office. Like that, there's so many scenes set in that office, and you see it in the background a lot. And it's not even blurry half the time. It's fully in focus. You can read Rampage. You can see the characters on the bloody screen.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if that was an Easter egg. It should have been there once and never again.
Yeah.
But it's just prominently in the
Yeah.
background. So that confused me a lot.
Yeah.
But once again, in a movie like this, you go for the action, you go for the fun
Sure.
time at the cinema,
And
and
it
it delivers.
And it delivers very much so, more so than what I thought Pacific Rim Uprising did.
This is a better film than Pacific Rim 2.
And it actually has an ending.
We went in. I know I went into Pacific Rim expecting like, oh yeah, I hope this is going to be good. This was better than Pacific Rim.
Oh,
2.
for sure. I prefer this because I love the first Pacific Rim. I prefer this to the first Pacific Rim.
Yeah, so do I. This is just dumb fun. Just dumb fun.
I mean,
I think that's where movies like this gets a bit hard to rate, because the score I'm ultimately giving it, I think is a bit high, but I'm basing it on the film itself. So like I have given other films already this year this same score. However, those films are better made, but this one, for what it is, this score goes for this film only,
Exactly, and
not other films.
Exactly, that's what I mean. When I do my rating, I factor in film quality and film enjoyment.
Yeah.
Because they both have to come into play.
Of course.
And when we get to my rating, like it's going to sound high, but I just had so much fun watching this movie. I couldn't wait to go back and see it again.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen it twice now, and
Still just as good?
Still just as good for me.
Oh, yeah.
But like, see, I this is one of those things where your childhood does come into play with how much you like movies as well. Because I grew up with monster movies. Obviously, Jurassic Park being my favorite movie.
Yeah.
Even though it's technically not really a monster movie, but it's big animals on screen. Godzilla, I loved. King Kong, I love. So seeing big monsters on screen has always been something that I just love watching. It's just fun.
Right.
And this one, I mean, yes, it is cheesy, it is cliched, it is predictable, but you don't go in there because you want a great script.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, if you get one, great, it's an added bonus. But you go in there to have a fun ride, to have a big action set piece that plays out really well, which it does. Brad Payton, who directed San Andreas and Journey to Mysterious Island, has proven to be a very competent action director. His action scenes are very well choreographed. They play out very well. Something that I criticize in other movies with action films, you don't know where the action's going. It's very muddled. Here, everything is very clear. You see what's happening. There's no handheld camera crap. And the visual effects are very, very, very good.
Yeah, they're good. I can't fault them.
And Dwayne Johnson, he's not an Oscar-winning actor, but for what he does, he is so good. He is charismatic. He has presence on screen.
Yeah.
He delivers his cheesy one-liners.
And I do think that he is one of the main reasons films like this work.
Yeah, exactly. No one has delivered a cheesy one-liner as good as he has since Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
And he is just like he is half the draw for the film.
For sure.
Obviously, for a lot of people. I think I still enjoy it. Maybe not quite as much. I still enjoy it a lot, whether he was in it or not, just because everything in it was so much fun. George, to talk about the three different monsters. George, I don't look as a monster. George, I look as a character.
George is the gorilla. Yeah, if you haven't seen the film.
Yes, so he's the black guy.
The
He looks mean there, but he's really a big softie. He is just as big a character, I think, as Dwayne Johnson and Naomi Harris, who is also very, very good.
Yeah.
I've always liked Naomi Harris, especially since she became Moneypenny. I think she's very underrated and she's a good actress, really good actress. But George has so much personality.
Right.
And I don't think it's even motion capture. I think it's literally just CGI. I don't think there's any motion capture involved.
Okay.
It's purely animation. And the expressions and the things they get out of him is so good. And his relationship with Dwayne Johnson is developed surprisingly well.
Yeah, there is much more character development than I would have expected.
Definitely. Jeffrey Dean Morgan is very, very good.
He's fine. I thought he was okay.
See, I loved him in this.
He would have made a better villain than the Malin Ackerman's character. She was horrible. Yeah, I can't really fault anyone apart from the two villains. They were horrible and they did bring down the film in my eyes.
Yeah. But then the two other monsters, the wolf and crocodile alligator. I'm sure which one we're going with.
We'll go with alligator.
Alligator. I just had a blast watching them.
Oh yeah.
The wolf was terrifying. In one scene when they introduced the wolf, It's like really fog-based scene,
Yeah.
and it is eerie.
It's eerie.
Really eerie.
When you start figuring out what it can do, yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool.
and
then the alligator they kind of keep hidden.
for most of the film,
Yeah,
the alligator's kind of like the massive monster moment towards the end of the film, and it delivered. It really, because when it comes out, you're like, well, I get why they kept it hidden all the time, because if they brought it in sooner, the film would have been finished so much sooner, because they just caused so much destruction. But look, in the end, if you like these kind of movies, very good chance you will like it.
Yeah.
If you do not, then
stay
you
away.
like,
This is not going to be your type of thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So for what it is, it does it well. So what are you giving it?
I sound so stupid saying this, but I'm giving it 4 stars.
That is high. Once again, my rating is for what the film is itself. It succeeded. I'm giving it a very low 3.5.
Right.
Of course, the wolf flies.
Stop me, oh, somebody stop me. Stop me, please, somebody stop me. Stop me, oh, somebody stop me.
It's time we throw everything we can at these things and get people the hell out of that city.
Let's go save the world. That's a big arm. Don't fight it.
You know there are other ways of dealing with people, right?
I do know that, yeah, but that's no fun.
Thanks for watching, guys. Those are our thoughts on The Rock's new film, Rampage. Let us know what you thought in the comments below. Did you like it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Please let us know. We always love reading your thoughts. Until next time, we'll see you at the movies.